Hey guys, welcome to National Motorsport in Mzansi. Ernest from Performance with Page is with us. We got Dexter, one of the rallycross guys, main circuit.
we're working on it.
Main circuit guys, rallycross, motorsport fanatic. RACEWEB, Junaid Hamid with us. Thank you so much for your time, guys. So we're here to chat about the upcoming rallycross event, which is on the 16th of December 2022. You guys will be taking part, and a bit about your guys' history with racing and how you guys got into rallycross. I see you giving Dexter a look there. You guys have some history on the track.
That's his fault. It's his fault that I now have a rallycross car.
I see. You're going to get into that very, very soon. Ernest, I'm going to start with you. Tell us a bit about your racing history leading up to rallycross at the moment.
In the 2000s, I raced a little bit and enjoyed it a lot. But recently, it's difficult as you get older to get back into motorsport. It's very expensive. Even just to start in motorsport is flippin' expensive. You get fat, peanut gallery over there, the youngsters in the group, but we'll talk about that later. But recently, I was invited to drive the one of Dexter's rallycross cars, and what I realized is that this is one of those sports where it's accessible. So I got to relive some of those old times in 2005, 2006 when I was really racing and it was going well at the time. I get to relive that now, and it's kind of cool. It's a cool way to have the best of motorsport without some of the bull that comes with it.
Ah, that's cool. That's super cool to hear. And on your side, Dexter, you and Ernest obviously have a similar story, I'm assuming.
Well, he started obviously like way before me.
Older.
He's definitely a lot more grayer than me. But like the rallycross for me was always, it was a thing that I always saw on TV and it looked really cool. But what I loved the most about it was that a lot of the factors of different forms of motorsport, which we all have. We've all done, some of us have done drifting, some of them main circuit, real rallying, and a little bit of drag as well. So it's got literally all of that chucked into one 5-minute race.
It really does. Like that start off the line, it's a drag race.
It's a drag race.
To the first corner
is a drift event. And in the next corner is a rally stage. So it's literally all of that in one. And I saw that, and for me, I always wanted everybody to appreciate what I have and let them get involved in it. And I had a Subaru and I said to the guys, listen, just come try it out. In fact, I actually hatched a plan.
You did?
I hatched a plan, got the car, said, listen, this is a reliable car, come drive. And like, really? Yes. And today we're sitting around the stable and some of us are going a little later having a really good time. So that's pretty much been the story of our rallycross. It's been really, really good.
No, that's amazing. So you're the instigator, I get it.
I am the drag lord, yeah.
And then I was actually, Junaid, over to you now. I was actually impressed to see you move over to rallycross because I know you do driver instructing, and I've seen you on main circuit. I've seen you looking up a mountain before, all sorts of different type of motorsport events. How did you get started?
So with myself, I mean, I've always been involved with motorsport, with various aspects of motorsport from a while ago, a long time ago.
He was, at the first time I ever drifted a car, he was there.
Yeah, so I was there as media, and I did media for quite a long time, but always motorsport was on the side and taking part in those sorts of things. But up until some time ago, I started doing driver instructing and that sort of stuff, and that was always the plan. And I bought a 328 for relatively cheap. And the plan with that was to have an instructor vehicle, and then Dexter just happened to,
to be honest, this was the hardest guy I thought I was going to get, because he's a clean guy, man. He doesn't like dirt and rally. He's never been to one of our rallies. So if I got him, I knew I'd get anyone else.
He's a clean guy, right? But what's the longest time you've ever gone without washing your current rallycross car?
Okay, that was washed. We don't really care about it.
That was the look. That was the look.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This is how much he's changed now. Is that if he's a clean guy, everything must be like this. But the rallycross car goes through the mud and it stays muddy.
It stays dirty, but that's the look. But the inside of the car was spotless.
Yeah.
So coming back to how I got into it, I mean, Dexter admittedly is the drug lord.
Sorry, guys.
And he said, hey, he phones me up and says, I've got this Subaru and we're doing rallycross this weekend. Come and drive the car, come check it out. So I'm like, hey, it's a free ride, rallycross, something new, let's try it out. I did it and I was hooked.
Yeah, you are today.
So, and exactly.
And today you actually own that car.
Funny enough,
Well.
One thing I have noticed is, I don't even have to ask you guys why you chose this brand against that brand. I only see BMWs here. What's the secret?
What is the secret, Ashik? Darling?
What is it with all the BMWs, guys?
Can we get Ashik in here quickly? We just need you to answer one question. Why E36?
Why E36?
And why am I also driving E36? Why is he driving one? Why is he driving?
Because it's the best car in the world. He said it's the best car in the world. It's tough, eh? It's a tough car. I mean, we thrash the car every single once a month. And when I say thrash the car, we jump the car through the air. There's a shot now, but we really knock each other quite hard. We rebuild these cars every sort of. Yeah, that's my E36, but it's actually called Kit. I'm talking nonsense about that. And it survives. It's still here.
So for me, the versatility of the car, like when we were drifting back in the day, we all wanted 200 SXs, we all wanted to be JDM, and everybody looked past the E36. I didn't like this car, and I've owned one before, and I didn't like that one that much either. There's just certain aspects of the car I didn't like. But if you surround yourself by people that know those aspects and understand you must change this to that and this to this, then you figure out that this car is actually very versatile, very strong, it's super reliable, makes enough power, you can drive it hard. Siraj drove his car hard a whole day yesterday at the gym corner, and he's here today.
In fact, he's doing an event almost every single weekend, I think, leading up until the
I wouldn't
16th.
do that.
Yeah.
There's a saying that says that you can take the car to the track and then go to Joburg the next day
Yeah.
with the E36,
Yeah.
and it's always been that way. And
Obviously, the more you start modifying it, the less reliable it becomes. You know, so
yeah.
this is one of the secrets about rallycross is that you kind of keep the car as standard as possible, which number one keeps the price down, but also keeps the car very, very reliable. Because stock parts are quite cheap as opposed to modified parts.
what's that famous word? Preventative.
Maintenance.
There we go.
I've been trained well. I've been trained well, and you can work on it yourself if you want to. There's a lot that you can do on your own as well.
I honestly think it's like, you know, like our dads, they all had Fords.
Yeah.
It's the modern day Ford.
Yeah.
The modern day Cortina.
Yeah. 13, a 10 and a flat screwdriver.
That's it.
Wheels is a 14, a 12.
Yeah.
XR6.
14, a 12 and a cam sensor.
Yeah.
Those are the-
Okay. Thank you.
I've got to show you.
Hey.
So guys,
check here.
so guys, we got a cool surprise visitor, one of the old RallyX boys from
Can you see him?
Dublin at the moment. Put him closer, put him closer. Hello Rashay, how's it?
How's it going, guys? How's it going? Looks like a good day.
That's actually one of the things about these cars is that they're so cheap to buy that we end up buying like sort of half cars or cars that are in an accident,
Yeah.
and we use the parts.
You guys got that one for 1,500 rand?
Sure, we got a deal. I
No
mean, yeah, no.
way.
Where we got it, we're not going to say. But we got it.
In the scheme.
But we got it. We
But
got it.
we've had like a bunch of spare cars available now that we've stripped down completely, and it's just parts for parts and parts,
Yeah.
whatever parts you need.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. So what I've seen with rallycross is you guys that have the knowledge from all the different fields and past experiences, you guys aren't afraid to share the knowledge with each other. This one has a part and you need it to guys help one another out, and it's this family.
So that's
type
the
of vibe.
thing that's different this time. I think before, if you compete in GTI Challenge or anything like that, it's very competitive.
Yeah.
And some of us are from that background where it's win at all costs. I certainly used to be like that. And this isn't that. You obviously want to win on the day, you want to take a trophy home, whatever. But this is more, it's the community is more important at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's a massive friendship.
It's a massive
Easy,
friendship.
Not just us, everyone.
Everyone. No, I've seen it. I've walked around in a few events, and you can go anywhere, you can talk to anyone. They're happy to tell you what's going on,
Yeah.
and you can jump in the car with people, which is great. I don't
Yeah.
think that's something the public knows about even there.
Passenger rides, yeah.
Sometimes you do passenger
We do
rides.
passenger rides as well, and I'm not that big of a fan of passenger rides, but I gotta say, we got a new driver here now because of it.
It does
Passenger
draw
rides.
attention quite a bit.
Yeah.
But getting back to the free part thing, I think it really does help grow the sport very quickly when you're able to, really give parts away. Not that you say you're going to give the part away, but it's to grow the sport in the grand scheme of things. You know? We'll talk about it.
So on that note of pricing and people thinking that the sport is expensive, I definitely think motorsport is expensive, but my perspective has changed since I've come to watch you guys. Do you guys have a message for the people out there that know they want to start motorsport or start racing and have this idea or in their minds that it's expensive? Do you have a message for them that maybe says or explains that it's not too expensive or it's affordable.
Tell them what you told me.
Yeah,
Tell them what you told me.
what's
The
the secret,
thing is,
guys?
like, if you do photography, right, it's expensive. If you play cricket, it's expensive. Everything you do is going to cost money. But if you have the right people with you, your team is going to kind of get the price down. That's where you're going to kind of get the bargains and the deals and so forth. So really, if you want to do this, get involved, get plugged in, get stuck in as quickly as possible, hang around the right guys, and that's the quickest way to do it. It is really not that expensive. Right now, I mean, you can pick up a 3 to 8. Nearest makes a difference about 30 grand between 30 and 40 grand, and that's a really, really fast car. You don't have to go that route. We just uncovered a new recipe with the Mules car, which is a 3 to 5 with an amazing turf ratio, which is as quick or even quicker than a 3 to 8 for rallycross, and that is even cheaper than what we pay for cars.
The 3 to 5s at the moment are going for these very decent
I
prices.
mean, I don't know what he paid, but he paid like under 15k for his car.
Yeah, but that was also a gelukkie.
Yeah. But it wasn't in the race state. It was obviously did a lot of work.
But you need to look for the gelukkies.
You need to, yeah.
So this is the thing that what works for us is that we've got a group now, probably about 8, 9 guys in the group, let's say, and those gelukkies, it always stays in the group.
Yeah.
First message, it will come on Facebook Marketplace. Guys, someone needs to jump on this now. And one thing that I've learned, because we've spoken about a lot of things, and Dexter's always been historically very good at setting stuff like this up. And one of the things that I've learned certainly is you got to have 5-10 grand in the bank, so that when that gelukkie comes, you can just grab it.
Yeah.
And I've certainly been guilty of before where I don't have the money now. I'm busy with something else. I need to wait till whenever, and then whenever comes now, I must pay full price. So yes, I've got the 30 grand next month, but next month I have to pay 30 grand for a car that I could have got last month for 15 if I just had to wait a few months with the money in my hand, kind of thing. So that's super important to have, save your money up for your car and keep it aside and wait for that gelukkie to come. But then you must know who to get the gelukkies from.
For sure. And let's say things don't go right and you need to quickly sell the car. These cars get sold so quickly as well. So the money is liquid. It can be turned into cash very, very quickly. So it's not a complete loss unless you write the car off or something.
But even then, if we, God forbid, wrote one of these cars off, we could probably get another body for about 7-8 grand.
Less.
Yeah, I need a couple of
I need a couple of things as well. So you get the body for, let's say, a decent body for 6-7k.
Yeah.
Let's say. You negotiate down if you can, because there's a lot of them floating around. It will take you and your friends. You need one friend that knows what he's doing, and the rest to be
Just
the
the
muscle.
drink and
So that's exactly what Bash is doing. I mean, he picked up a roller with coilovers, with a bit of a kit on it, and some other stuff for 7 grand. Nice building the car.
Yo, did you have coilovers on this one? See what I mean?
Yes,
Gelukkies. See what I mean?
And the amount of fun you guys have in your time on track.
Oh, it's the
if I
best.
look at it in comparison to any other sport, you can't compare.
Yo, I'm
because
tired at the end of the driving day. I'm done driving at the end of the day.
look at drag car to be fast and competitive, big money. Main circuit car, big money. Special licenses.
so the
all those
difference-
things. Is there any special license to compete in rallycross? You just
It's
come
very
with
open at the moment.
at the moment, and it's going to be like that for the 2023 season as well.
Yeah, they're just trying to get people in.
Yeah, so they're growing it as much as they possibly can, and really is growing. When we got there, I think it was between 8 and 12 competitors per event. Now it's about 40, and it's 40 strong, and it's getting better and better all the time. But to answer your question, no, you don't need a license.
So that's-
You can literally just pay the entry and come with any car.
There's a tarmac section for the guys that want to keep their cars neat, but then I got convinced to do the jump. Then there's the section where you jump on the gravel. But I think the main difference for me is that if I wanted to build a main circuit car, your brakes have to be proper, your suspension has to be proper, and that's when it costs. And I would love to spend 150, 200, 300,000 on a BMW track race car. It would be awesome to
I
have.
think, today you've raced both the orange BMW, which is an out-and-out rally car, and you've raced your car, which is a road car. I mean, the difference between the two, I mean, it's not much.
No. The thing is though, with the rally car, obviously it's more raw, it's more hardcore. But to be honest, I kind of enjoy driving my road car as well.
That
Because
street feel is
it's
cool,
street
eh?
feel. I'm used to it. I drive it every day. I enjoy it. I know the limits of the car. With the orange car, I'm still learning it.
Yeah.
But really enjoyed the street car. And that's exactly how I started off as well. My daily I brought to the track.
Corsa.
And
Insert B-roll.
And the approach was to first do the tar section. and you know, to suss it out first, and then afterwards I was like, no, hell no, I'm doing the jump.
It was like one lap was like no.
Because the gravel section you can slide around.
It's amazing.
And
it's low RPMs.
But so just getting back to the track thing, I know that your rally car is capable of doing track stuff as well.
Yeah.
But I just think if we were going to build race cars, let's say we all race together in clubmans for something, which I would love to do it.
Yeah.
But it's the budgets are going to be triple.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be triple,
I think
quadruple.
his car is an overkill. The orange car is an overkill for rallycross. I mean, your silver car is as fast, if not faster, than the orange car.
Especially now with Alice as well.
You know what I mean?
Alice.
Plug Alice.
Shout out Alice.
Just another important thing also, which people think might be a bit of a deterrent, you know, entering into the sport, is that I compared it to the street car track days for rallycross. Because all you need really is a helmet. Long pants, long sleeves, closed shoes, and that's it. There you go. You don't need a race suit that costs tens of thousands of rands.
I think I would recommend a cage. I'm putting a cage soon to mine as well, but you don't need it. With something like this, at the end of the day, the best part about racing is hanging out with your friends afterwards and talking about racing. It's not the racing itself is cool. But like there's like a little extra that you get where after, yo, do you remember when I did that thing? The thing,
you know, when this move comes out.
When the guys with the hand signals do this. So it's so liquor to be able to do that with your friends, man. So even if you don't choose rallycross, even if you choose drags or gymkhana or whatever, I would highly recommend doing it with your friends. The first time I took it too seriously. I wanted to make it a career, and it wasn't for anything of no friends, just racing. Whereas this, it's just kind of just having a liquor time with your buddies.
The fun factor is extremely high.
Super high.
And it's kind of like on a balance scale. So if you can keep the fun factor high and the budget low, it's a good day.
That's a good day.
It's a good day. You know what I mean? If this is your daily car, maybe not, because now you're gonna the scale's gonna go out.
The daily car things, we always talk about that. To have you can use it as your daily, but yes, it's
risky, man.
It's very risky. It's very risky.
No, I think people can actually consider buying a bash. Not anyone wants to buy a bash around car because of the thought of things breaking.
So you can comment on the daily thing.
So you use your daily, right?
Yeah, look, I've used my daily initially. I mean, now that I got the orange cars, I don't need to use the daily anymore. But every time I go to the track with the orange car, I'm like, I wouldn't mind taking the daily out, type thing. And that's exactly what happened the last time. I did a couple of stints in the orange car, then I took the silver car for the tar section.
But you ran it, doesn't he? Look, the thing is, he's a grown-ass man with other options. Okay, it's not like when we were younger the first time, where the only possession I had was my S6. That was the only thing I owned, and I drifted that thing and I drove it to work, and if it broke, it was a problem. But your experience, you were still able to drive your car to the track,
So I've driven the car to the track, raced it, I've done time attack, I've done drags, I've done
the same car,
track days, I've done all sorts of things with it. And touch wood, it's still reliable as hell. So
these cars are so strong, bro.
But it's
I don't understand.
I would say it's 99 or 95% stock still.
And it's a 25-year-old car. It's not like a 2006. It's like a 1995.
And the thing is, we sound like those Honda guys. We've got a couple of Honda guys in the group. I know what that sounds like. But the thing is that this car, there's so many positives in this car, bro. There's so many positives.
It's a balanced car from the factory, really.
At this point, I'm actually asking why people choose any other car.
At the moment, bang for the buck. Bang for the buck, there's nothing better than an E36. You can quote me on that. There is nothing. We've checked.
And we've seen the trend grow worldwide now.
Big time.
Definitely.
Big time. Worldwide.
Also, like the recipe for a success of the car, like it's out there. Everybody knows what it is. You gotta get that differential with that. And those parts are readily available. It's not like a Subaru. And I know this because we campaign the Subaru. It's a little bit more difficult to get the car in pace. And if you knock it, the parts are a little bit more scarce. And whereas BM parts, you can get them pretty much
Shamils, hello.
anyway. Anyway.
Guys, it's been awesome listening to you guys, and an awesome story. Before we do end off and move on to the other guys, do you have any message for the people out there that, like I said, want to consider rallying, the spectators, just to end off on a bit of how much fun you guys have? And
I think the best thing to do is come sit passenger. And I'm the anti-passenger ride guy. But
I'll take them.
I'll take them now.
Are you guys can give them autographs? That's come a long way, right?
Once you sit in that car, if you are on the fence of buying a car and you sit passenger,
it's going to push you over.
100%.
It's fun to share the experience.
But
if you want to get into it, that's the best way. Passenger ride, there you go.
Well, come talk to the guys at the rally.
Just come on the 16th, come hang around with us.
And the thing is, you can drive one of his cars as well. He's got a company where you can actually drive his car.
No, I will link it in the video, RACEWEB. And the driver experiences in the cars for rent. And yeah, like they say, guys, come and chat to them at the track. They're super easy going. I'm looking at the camera like you can see me. But but come chat to the guys. They're super easy going. They'll guide you as much as you want. And thank you so much for your time, guys, and your story. It's been awesome listening to you.
Cool.
And we'll catch up with you some more to hear about your cars individually a bit just now.
We're gonna get you in one of the cars.
Oh.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We'll see about it tomorrow.
We all drag loads now.
Right, guys, we are here with Ernest, Mr. Performance with Page himself. I'm gonna plug his channel in this video. Ernest, tell us about your car in 60 seconds.
328 M50 intake, style 32s, dual springs in front for rallycross. That's what's so high. I know, I wish it was lower. I'm fitting now. The car's a work in progress, so there's still a lot that must get done. So we're fitting short shifter now. We've got another bright seat, so I'm gonna have 2 bright seats in the front. Deep dish steering wheel at the moment. Handbrake, but set up with the same original cable setup. Adjusted handbrake, but still got the cable setup. 3.9 diff. I'm very happy with my 3.9 diff. Sounds flippin', I mean, it goes so lekker. And then exhaust is getting replaced soon on the channel. We're fitting M3 branches and exhaust on the car as well. So the car's stock, but it's like stock plus.
It's gonna be awesome.
You guys know how it is. You end up adding things. It's kind of. I also spray and fix my car myself at the moment.
I've seen that myself. He's not lying.
Trying to kind of learning how to spray. Not very good at it, but this fender was completely busted up, and then me and Dexter, the guys, we fixed it ourselves.
DIY coming.
DIY big time. We sprayed it with a can. I've got another fender in there that must go on, but yeah.
DIY coming to your channel soon.
Coming soon.
Thanks so much, Ernest. Much appreciated.
Cool.
Junaid, Mr. RACEWEB himself. Junaid, can you give us your quick 60-second take on your 328i that's behind us?
Okay, so it's a 96 328i. I bought it for 22 grand with a blown head gasket, and it's got relatively minimal mods to it. It's got still a 2.9 AS diff, decat, and it's got the M50 intake. So those are the only mods that I have really in terms of performance mods. The rest of it is all stock, brought back up to OEM standards. I daily the car all the time, rallycross it and do other events when I can. I still got the baby seat in it, just drop the kids at school during the week, and drive it in the track and race it at the track on weekends.
Awesome. So this is your daily, like you mentioned. Some of the cars are set up specifically for rallycross, but you use your car road and track. Tell us a bit about that. How is it to do that with a daily car, take it to the track and use it as a race car at the same time? Has it bumped your costs up much with maintenance? And what's your take on it?
So not really. I mean, I've done sort of maintenance and preventative maintenance on it, but really I haven't done much, in all honesty, to it. I've raced it, you know, just the usual bolt checks and changing oil and that sort of stuff. But really just, you know, drive it in the week. Obviously, you know, driving it on track, there is the thing at the back of your head, you know, what if you crash, if you break something. But fortunately I do have another vehicle, so not too bad. But yeah, drive it on the road, drive it at the track, race at the track, anything goes. I'm easy.
No, that's awesome. Awesome to know that it is possible to do it with your daily car as well, and here you are, living proof. Thanks so much for your time, Junaid. We really appreciate it. Guys, Junaid does do driver training, car rentals. I'm gonna post some pictures, leave the link in the description, and you can get in contact with him with regards to that at raceweb.co.za. Sharp, thanks. Right, so guys, we're here with Dexter Bruce, Mr. Rallycross himself, the champ, as I hear from Riche. Dexter, tell us about your car in 60 seconds.
So essentially it's a stock 328, even though they're going to say it's not stock, it is stock. It's a 328 engine. I've got the intake on there, the 325 intake. I had a cold there, took it off, now it's a stock gearbox. The party piece of the car is really the diff. It's a limited slip diff in the car. And then furthermore, the car is completely stripped out. Brakes are pretty standard. Suspension wise, we've got in Mitsubishi Evo springs in the front on like a sleeve over setup, and at the rear stock Burley Pro shocks and stock springs.
Yes, it's insane to see what this car does with
I'm
such a minimal list.
The car still survives like the way it is with the minimal stuff that it's got. There's no rose joints, there's nothing special, there's not a button clutch in the car, there's no cams in the car.
and it does so well.
As I said in Afrikaans, van sy ma af.
Alright Dex, no, that's so awesome to hear, man. But thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for getting the guys together.
See you guys
and
on the 16th.
Looking forward to seeing you on the 16th, Dex. Thanks so much.
You know, the excuse is always, I will never do that. I will never do it in my daily car.
You pick
You know,
Honda.
no, we can't speak about Hondas today, man. It's Sunday.
The E36 is very loose at the back, so that's where I fell in love with the car.
My rallycross boys, they naughty, man, that's the problem. They just knock me all the time. That's why I had to pack my stuff up and move to Dublin. And Dexter knows I'm talking to him.